Because of the long duration of time that has passed, and because of her being a woman and therefore less intelligent, my mother has forgotten all those instructions. But the great sage Narada blessed me, and therefore I couldn't forget them. Gaudiya Prabhupada. In Bhagavad Gita 9:32, the Lord says, Manghi partha vipasritya jyapisyu papa jonaya striyo vaishyas tatha sudras steyapi janti parangatim. O son of Prutha, those who take shelter in me, though they be low-born, women, Vaishyas, merchants or Sudras, workers, can approach the supreme destination. The word Papa Joni refers to those who are less than Sudras. But even though a woman may not be Papa Joni, because of being less intelligent, she sometimes forgets devotional instructions. For those who are strong enough, however, there is no question of forgetting. Women are generally attached to material enjoyment, and because of this tendency, they sometimes forget devotional instructions. But if even a woman practices devotional service strictly according to the rules and regulations, the statement of the Lord Himself that she can return to Godhead, Teyapi Janti Parangati, is not at all astonishing. One must take shelter of the Lord and resolutely follow the rules and regulations. Then, regardless of what one is, one will return home back to Godhead. Prahlad Maharaj's mother was more concerned with protecting the child in the womb and was very anxious to see her husband return. Therefore, she couldn't consider very seriously the sublime instructions of Narada Muni. This is Srila Prabhupada's purport on this verse. Udyanvad. Tattu kalasya dirghatvat stritvan matus tiro dadhi rushinangan gruhitam mang nadunapya jahat smrutihi. Because of the long duration of time that has passed and because of her being a woman, and therefore less intelligent, my mother has forgotten all those instructions. But the great sage Narada blessed me, therefore I couldn't forget them. Prahlad Maharaj says, why couldn't his mother remember all the instructions of Narada Muni? And why would he remember? Prahlad Maharaj remember. He gives the reason. One reason, he says, Prahlad Maharaj says, that my mother is a woman and less intelligent. So, she forgot all those instructions. But Prahlad Maharaj, though he was in her mother's womb, was a great devotee, and he was blessed by Narada Muni, because those who are devotees of the Lord, naturally, they are blessed by all Mahajanas, all great personalities like Narada Muni. Therefore, I couldn't forget them. So Prahlad Maharaj says that this was blessing of Narada Muni, that I couldn't forget those instructions. In his purport, Srila Prabhupada says, quoting verse from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, मांग ही पार्थ विपाश्रित जो विश्व पाप जो नय स्त्रियो वैश्यस तथा शूद्रस ते अपि जानति परांगति. The most important instruction of the Lord. Bhagavan Krishna tells Arjuna, O son of Prutha, those who take shelter in me, though they be low-born women, Vaishyas or Sudras, can approach the supreme destination. That is the special mercy of the Lord. Those who take shelter of His lotus feet, they can, te api janti paranganti, they can go home, back to Godhead. That is Lord's special mercy. Lord doesn't consider whether he is a qualified person or whether he is eligible to go back home, back to Godhead or not. He never considers this thing. Only one condition is there. He or she must take complete shelter, complete surrender at the lotus feet of the Lord. So, he or she is guaranteed to go back home, back to Godhead. Japis pap jonaya, mangi parth vipasritya, japis pap jonaya, striyo vaishyas tatha sudrastya pijanti paranganti. Most important instruction. Whatever they may be, a woman, Vaishya or Sudra, they can approach the supreme destination. Those who take shelter in me. Pap Joni means those who are less than Sudras. They are considered as Pap Joni. Here the Lord says, Triyo Vaishya tatha Sudras te api janti parangatim je api supap jonaya. Vaishyas, Sudras and Striyo, women, can approach the lotus feet of the Lord if they take complete shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Complete shelter in them. Though a woman may not be a Pap Joni, but she is less intelligent. She is much attached to material enjoyment. She is not so serious for this devotional service or instructions on devotional service as a male person may be. Therefore, she sometimes forgets these instructions on devotional service. That's what Prahlad Maharaj says here. Why? His mother forgot, whereas he didn't. But Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says, or Lord Krishna in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says, but if a living entity may be Pap Joni or a woman, but if he takes complete shelter in me, he can approach the supreme destination. This is most important thing. The woman, those who are very strong, those who very strictly follow the rules and regulations of devotional service, they cannot forget it. They will get the blessings of the Lord. Therefore, Lord says that she can return to Godhead. Yapi janti parangati. But one thing is most important here, that one must take seriously of these instructions and very rigidly follow the rules and regulations and must completely take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. This is the most important thing. But Prahlad Maharaj's mother, Prahlad Maharaj says here that she was not so serious. She was more concerned with protecting the child in her womb and was very anxious to see her husband return. She didn't pay much attention to the instructions of Narada Muni. Therefore, though she heard it, she forgot. But Prahlad Maharaj could remember it by the blessings of Narada Muni. Therefore, the women, those who are very serious, can get the blessings of the Lord and blessings of the Mahajanas. But those who are not so serious, they cannot get the blessings. This is especially stated here. Therefore, the mother of Prahlad Maharaj couldn't consider very seriously the sublime instructions of Narada Muni. I was telling one question, an answer to one question of this devotee study, that in other yugas, that women are forbidden to take to the study of Vedas because of their this less intelligent. And they are considered as so low bar. But in this yuga, in this Kali Yuga, Srimad Mahaprabhu gives them special blessings. They are entitled, by getting the blessing of Srimad Mahaprabhu, to read Vedas. This is Mahaprabhu's special mercy on them. That we say, Mukam karoti vachalam, pangul langhayati girijat krupastamam bande, Sri Guru Dinotarini Paramananda Madhava. If someone is fortunate enough to get the blessings of the Lord, or blessings of Mahajanas, great personalities like Narada Muni, they can qualify themselves to read Vedas and speak in Vedas. They may be mukha. Mukha means one who doesn't know what to say, what to speak. This is mukha. But if he is blessed, he gets special mercy or blessing of the Supreme Lord or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he can speak Vedas. It is not at all astonishing. This is only the mercy of the Lord. In Chaitanya Charitamrita we see one story is there. The story of Puridas. Those who read Chaitanya Charitamrita, they know it. Puridas was the son of Shivananda Sen. Shivananda Sen was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very dear devotee. Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and stayed in this Purushottam Dham, here, Jagannath Puri Dham. According to the instruction of his mother, Sachi Mata. So the devotees of Gauradesha, that means Bengal, every year used to come to Jagannath Puri during time of Ratha Yatra or Chaturmasya to see Lord Jagannath in the cart and associate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Every year they used to do it. Shivananda Sen was the leader of the devotees of Gaudadesh. Once Shivananda Sen's wife came with the devotees, with her baby son, Puridas. This Puridas, from his very childhood, had got the blessings of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu had also instructed or told Shivananda Sen to name the child after this name, Puridas. Because when Shivananda Sen and his wife were in Jagannath Puri Dham, the conception was there. So Mahaprabhu said that, name this child Puridas. This is mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Again, when Puridas was a very, a small child, little baby, Mahaprabhu thrust his toe, this his leg, into his mouth, and the baby sucked it. That is special mercy. So, when Puridas just grew up, say 5-year-old child or 6-year-old child, once he came with her parents to Jagannath Puri, and Shivananda Sen and his wife took the baby to the Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu told that child, Puridas, you Puridas, you say Krishna. You say Krishna. Many times, repeatedly, Mahaprabhu said, you say Krishna, Puridas, why are you not saying? Puridas didn't say. He remained silent. This is a wonderful leela, pastime of Sri Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu, expressing his astonishment, he says, what is this? I could recite, I could make these wild animals, the lions and tigers and deers, to chant Hare Krishna while he was passing through Jharikhanda forest. But I couldn't make this child speak. Krishna. This is wonderful Leela, pastime of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The Swarup Goswami, he was there, he told Mahaprabhu, no, Mahaprabhu, Puridas is saying Krishna silently, not loudly. This is one day's event. The next day again, Puridas went to Śrīmad Mahaprabhu. The Śrīmad Mahaprabhu told Puridas, you recite a verse. What is this? They started, the child couldn't say Krishna. But today, Mahaprabhu asked Puridas to recite a verse. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangul langhayate girim. Puridas had got the blessings of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu. Therefore, though he was a very small child, who had never been to any school, never been taught, no education at all, but to all amazement that he uttered a very nice verse. What is that verse? Sravasa kuvalayo Chakhranjanam Vakhe Mahendra Mani Dhama Akhila Mandanam Braja Ramani Nang Akhila Mandanam Harim Jayate. That is the verse. You understand? He uttered. Very nice verse. All were very much astonished. The meaning of the verse is, let that Hari be glorified. Harim Jayate. Let that Hari be glorified. The Hari, Sravasa Kubalaya, who is adorned with the blue lotus in his ears. You understand? Sravasa Kubalaya. Akhna Ranjanam, whose eyes were anointed with nice ointment, anjan, black ointment. Akhna Ranjanam. Then, Vakhe Mahendra Mani Dhamam. And on his chest, there is Kaustuva Mani, jewel, which looks very beautiful.
Vrindavana Ramaninam Akhila Mandanam.
Vrindavana Ramaninam Akhila Mandanam Harirjaya. And that Hari is like an ornament, all sorts of ornament of the damsels of Vrindavan, brother. Let that Hari be glorified. This is the meaning of the verse, you see. Such a great, nice verse. All were very much astonished. How is it possible? Yesterday the child cannot utter Krishna, whereas this day he uttered such a nice verse. So all say, this is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You understand? Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangulam langhayate girim. A mukha who doesn't know what to say, he'll speak Vedas. If he gets the blessings of the Lord or blessings of a great personality like Narada Muni, mukhaṁ karoti vācālam. And Pangu, a cripple, can do mountaineering by the blessings of the Lord. That we say. It's only the blessings. Therefore, the same thing is stated here. Prahlad Maharaj says, this is the causeless mercy of Narada Muni that I could remember all these instructions. But my mother is not so serious enough, was not so serious enough to consider the sublime instructions of Narada Muni to be remembered. She was only thinking of the protection of the child in her womb and the return of her husband. She was not paying much attention to the sublime instructions of Narada, so she couldn't remember, whereas I could remember. This is the important thing here. So let me say something in Oriana, because many people are there, though they don't know English. The a woman may be, her consciousness is inferior. এই কথা শাস্ত্রে কোয়া যাইছে, যে has also said that the statements of a woman should not be relied on. Stated ke vishwas bhajan, these people are not to be relied on.
चाणक्य वैष्णव थे ना,
चाणक्य पंडित राजसभार पंडित थे चंद्रगुप्तंकर
तांकर बायस्ड हे पारे स्टेटमेंटा वैष्णव गुण मत जेमतिका अनबायस्ड
हां
चाणक्य
न तथापि शंकर जो स्टेटमेंट देइछन, जो नीति देइछन दी नीति शास्त्र सेटा वैष्णव माने मत ग्रहण करछन. वैष्णव is accepted. Our spiritual master Prabhupada quotes many verses from Chanakya. अनेक कथा कम, isn't it? You'll find it. Nadinang, sastrapaninang, nakhinang, sunginang tatha vishwasanaiva kartava strishu rajakuleshu cha. Yes, Chanakya Pandit says, you should not trust that animal who has horns. Singha, Nakha was nails, very pointed nails, like tigers, lions, and bears, bhalluka, bear. You understand? Nakha, singadhari, those are horns, those are nails, pointed nails. They should not be trusted. At any time they may attack. And then comes Vishwasanaiva Kartavya Strishu Rajakuleshu cha. A king or Rajkarmachari, king's servants should not be relied on. You understand?
king's servants.
Servants, the officers, Rajkarmachari, government officers, in other words, should not be relied on. Then Nari, and Nadi, a river, should not be relied on. Sometimes you'll find less water, sometimes spoiled.
Change of course.
Change its course. That problem has taken place there. In Navadvip Dham, in Mayapur, how Ganges will rapidly change its course. So, Wango in China. So, Chanakya Pandit says, should not be lied on, should not trusted. And Nari, woman, should not be trusted. You understand? This also, Chanakya Pandit has said many things. Srila Kumankar those, how they have so many defects. They have 7 defects. Chanakya Pandit says, Anrutam sahasam maya murkhatvam atilobhata asochatvam nirdayatvam strinang dosa subhavajang. Chanakya Pandit says this thing. Anrutam sahasam maya murkhatvam atilobhata asochatvam nirdayatvam strinang dosa subhavajang. 7 defects. What? First, Anrutam. Anrutam means they tell lie. You understand? Mithyavadita. Second, sahasam, ati sahasa. though it is general speaking, they are abala. Abala means very weak. Huh? Vinasra navartante kavita vanita lota. Abala, very weak. They are always dependent on male persons. But atishasak, they are very bold. You understand? Then comes chalana, pretension. You understand? They are very, I would say, they know this trick. If a woman has something to get from you, from the male person, so she pretends. And another saying is, Balanang rodanang balam. Another saying is that. Balanang rodanang balam. Bala means a woman, Bala means a child. A child. Their strength is crying. You see, a woman if you cry, then male person is melted, so sympathetic, all right. Whatever says not to be granted, all right. Balanang rodanang balam. The woman and child, this crying is their strength. You understand? But this strength is there. You understand? The atisahasa, chalana, pretension, there is pretension. And murkhata, they are foolish. And atilobha, they are very greedy. Then apavitra, they are not suchi. You understand? Suchi, you know? Asuchi, apavitra, muchi, suchi, asuchi. And nirdaya acharan, they are very cruel. Very cruel. Cruel. You understand? Though it is stated, Nari Hridaya Komal. There is a general saying. The heart of the woman is very soft, but that's not a fact. They are very cruel. As outwardly they are very soft, but inwardly very cruel. This Chanakya Pandit says like that. There are 7 defects, Svabhavaja dosha, naturally. This by nature, the 7 wrongs or defects are there in woman. You understand? It is stated here in Chanakya Pandit. And also, you will find in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, as we say, is Paramahansa Samhita, Sarva Vedanta Saro, the essence of all Vedas, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramana Mamalam, the spotless proof, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramana Mamalam, Prema Pamartha Maham, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradaro Na Paro. It is stated here. So the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also says many things on this woman. We can find Urvasi Pururava Pakhyam in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and also Jajati Devajani Pakhyam, 9th canto, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, where much is said on this woman. You understand? Pururava Upakhyam. Pururava, you know Pururava? Pururava was a great king. You understand? He became Indra in the heavenly kingdom. He was so powerful. Pururava. In the heaven, there are prostitutes, heavenly prostitutes, angels like Urvashi, Menaka, like that. So many are there. Urvashi is a very beautiful woman. So Purvava was captured by the beauty of Urvashi. And the association of the woman is so dangerous. That is stated. न तथास्य भवेत् क्लेशो बंधस्यास्य प्रसंगतः जोशी संगा तथा पुंसस् तथा तत्संगी संगतः. Bhagavatam says this thing. 11th canto, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. न तथास्य भवेत् क्लेशो बंधस्यास्य प्रसंगतः जोशी संगा तथा पुंसस् तथा तत्संगी संगतः. That means the association of women or association of such persons who associate with women, Stri Sangi, that we say, is very dangerous. You understand? If you associate with such persons, then your bondage in this material world will be very tight and you will get you will undergo a very, very miserable life. You understand? That says. न तथास्य भवेत् क्लेशो बंधस्यान्य प्रसंगतः जोश संगा तथा पुंस तथा संगी संगतः. स्त्री संगी पुरुष संग जीवर जेपरी क्लेश ओ संसार बंधन घटी थाए अन्य कौन विषय संगरे सेपरी हुए ना. Odia, speaking English. You understand? And that Purvava captured by the beauty of Urvashi, was captured by the beauty. And Purvava enjoyed many years Urvashi. You understand? Even he forgot how many times, he says, the sun had risen and sun had set. For the day and night he was enjoying this. But the Urvashi at last kicked Purvava and was running away. The Purvava was so mad after Urvashi that crying. He was crying and running after Urvashi. Ai jaye, ए घोर दुस्समय रे अवस्थान करो, मतलब छाड़ के जा, he says. Oh, my dear lady, please don't leave me. I am very much distressed. Don't leave me. So many. In 11th canto, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, you can read that chapter and you can understand. There is stated here. Kim vidyaya kim tapasa kim tyagena srutena vaha kim viviktena maunena strivirjasya manahutam. Most important instruction. Kim vidyaya, kim tapasya, kim tyagena srutena va, kim viviktena maunena strivirjasya manahutam. If some person, a male person, is captured by a woman, but if he is a very learned scholar, learned pandit, great tapasvi, you understand? That means he might have done great penance. He's a great learned scholar. He might have a great renunciate. Vairagi, tyag. He might have done many sadhana in a secluded place. But what is the good of it? You understand? If his mind is captured by a woman, that's ki vidyaya ki tapasa kim tyagena sutena va kim viviktena maunena strivirjasya manakrutam. যার মন স্ত্রীর দ্বারা প্রহূত হচ্ছে তার বিদ্যা তপস্যা সন্ন্যাস শাস্ত্র শ্রবণ বিজন স্থান বাস অথবা মনের দ্বারা কি ফল? What happened, Maharaj? You torn?
Yeah, I was done.
Bhagavad Gita says, Daivangi Vatra Panchamam. So, when Pururava was running after Urvashi was not looking at him. A very good instruction is there in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Right. That Urvashi has said, when Pururava says that I am dying, I cannot survive if you leave me. But Urvashi said, you are such a powerful king, very powerful, and also you are the king of the heaven now, why will you die? He says, this woman, Brukaime, he says, these women are like tigress. Brukaime. The women are like tigress. Don't believe such tigress. You are such a powerful king. Why are you captured by the beauty of a woman? And why are you losing your strength, your intelligence, your wisdom by that? Being captured by a woman. And now you are going to die? Don't die. Brukaime. He has said that nice verse is there in 11th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Therefore I was reciting that verse from Chanakyanidhi, that if though there are so many defects, still there is something good. So the dark side is there as well as the bright side is there. Some good qualities are also there. You understand? But Mahaprabhu's blessing is there. If a woman will be a devotee and gets the blessings of Sriman Mahaprabhu, then her defects will be nullified. Therefore, human is generally not allowed to do this deity worship in the temple. But she can do deity worship at her home deities. And they are known, just considered as untouchable at the time period of menstruation. They are untouchable. Even nobody should look at their face, see them. So they keep themselves in a very secluded place, not to be seen by anybody. You understand? That period is very unauspicious period. You understand? Inauspicious period. But those who are the devotees of Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they are not considered so. You understand? They are not asuchi. They are always suchi. Do you understand? Because they are chanting this holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Nitya Suddha Krishna Naam. It is stated. Krishna Naam, the name of Krishna is always Suchi, Pavitra, purified. So, anything unpurified will be made purified by this Harinam, Krishna. So, though a woman is considered a Suchi during a time of menstrual period, still if she is a devotee of Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, is chanting Hare Krishna, she is considered Suchi. She can cook for the Lord. Yes.